Hola, alias free. What's going on? What's going on? Wild Wednesdays, Wild Wednesdays. I think I like that better. Wild Wednesdays, right? No, it's not Wednesday. What am I talking about? It is. What did I choose for Thursdays? Darn it. Look, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it down pat sooner or later, guys. You guys gotta bear with me. How we doing today? How are we doing? Nonetheless, how's everyone doing out there? Um, Today was fairly productive for me. Went out, did some business, ran a few errands, but nonetheless, everything was uh everything was peachy smooth. How about you guys? What's happening, Kata or Kata? How are you? I was trying to rewatch the show about Candace. Yeah, go back and watch the replay. I did a show with Too Strong. We kind of touched on the Candace and Kanye controversy. Well, the White Lives Matter shirt. Pretty interesting take. I would suggest you all go back and check it out. It's pretty interesting. Nonetheless, let's see who we got in here in the chat. We got Tanya. What's happening with you? How are you? All right, Old Soul. Hello, Gentle. How are you doing, my brother? Nice. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Um, Guys, you guys already know. Um, Lee said, "That's the problem when you know your net worth is only $5, but stay educated." Talk to him, Lee. Talk to him. Deborah, how you doing? How are you? How are you? Guys, if you guys are here on the Facebook, transition over to the YouTube. Go to the Real Unwoke. The Real Unwoke. Let me see if I can drop the link. Give me 1 second. I should be able to drop the link. 1 second. I gotta be a little bit more prepared next time because I know some of you guys having trouble subscribing to the channel, but forgive me. That's my bad. I'll take full accountability for that. 1 second. Just pulling up this. All right, there we go. All right, Mr. Glover, where we at? All right, Unwoke. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, transition over to YouTube. Hit the like button. You guys already know YouTube operates on an algorithm. Oops. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Dropping the link right now, guys. Click the link. It should direct you to my YouTube channel. I need you to subscribe because I need the algorithm to kick in for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, let's stop all the horseplay. All right, let's jump right into it. So apparently there's an epidemic of women, a rise in women who are apparently going on dates, which are affectionately called foodie dates, where they're finessing men out of free food. According to a new study here, I'm going to pull this up. Apparently, 1 second. Let's see. All right. All right. So apparently, apparently, approximately one third of women admit to dating for a free meal. Let's see. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna play this little. I think it's like 40 seconds long, but kind of gives you guys a visual of what this looks like on the dating scene. Who says chivalry is dead? A new trend has emerged in the dating scene in which a person schedules a date with someone that they're not interested in just to get a free meal. That doesn't even make sense right there. I mean, why schedule a date with someone if you're not interested? I mean, how does the person on the receiving end feel about that? I mean, are these women taking into account that they're practicing usury? Why not just not go on the date? If you're not interested in the guy, why not go? Why continue to go on the date? The tactic has been dubbed a foodie call, not a booty call, a foodie call. And while it sounds absolutely ridiculous at first consideration, the new research reveals it's happening quite often. And you guys wonder why guys are not finding wives, because a lot of women, well, apparently a third, 33% of women out there are engaging in this madness. Researchers at Azusa Pacific University And UC Merce had 357 homosexual women answer a series of questions about their personalities, thoughts on traditional gender roles, and their personal foodie call histories. Interestingly, 33% of participants admitted to engaging in at least one foodie call. Now, ooh, excuse me. Now those are those are numbers for people who actually, for the women who actually admit it. All right. Imagine how many women out there who have engaged in this exact behavior but has not admitted to it. I mean, I think this is at minimum. This 33%, I don't think this really encompasses how vast this is you know, how large scale this is really happening. All right, let's see. Hold up. Let's see. A second study was also performed, this time on 820 women. Of the women collected, 85% reported to being heterosexual. That means they are attracted to the opposite sex, guys. I know. Listen, I got to say that these days. And they were used as a focus study. Respondents were asked a similar set of questions as the first group, and 23% acknowledged participating in a foodie call. See, there's a disparity in the numbers, 33%, and then a 23% here. It's worth noting that most women surveyed believe a foodie call was anywhere from moderate. Okay. All right. Hold up. Uh-oh. Don't you start freezing up on me. All right, there we go. All right, so my screen is like freezing. So I'm just going to scroll up here to this video because I think it kind of gives you guys a little bit more of a visual of how this looks. Hold up. Come on. Sheesh. All right, here we go. And let me know if you guys can't hear. So it's 42 seconds. Shouldn't be too long, guys. A foodie call. 30 women. Okay. 30 women. Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. Several dark traits. Hold up. I want to read that. Move out the way. Move this out the way. All right. Several dark traits have been linked to deceptive and exploitative behavior in romantic relationships. Yeah. This certainly being one. Such as one night stands, faking an orgasm, or sending unsolicited sexual pictures. Okay. Researchers also made a point to note that foodie calls can happen in many types of relationships. Yeah. All right. So this pretty much reiterated what I said. I thought it would give us a little bit more insight there, but I suppose not. Yes, I agree, Deborah. That is so lame because, you know, let's put this on the other shoe. Now, if a guy was to go out on a date with a woman and he wasn't interested in her yet, he decided to have sex with her, kicked her out of the house and said, don't call me anymore. What would that guy be labeled as? What would they call that man for engaging in such deceptive behavior? What would that man be? Wow. How would they characterize that man's behavior? Tell me. We got to be consistent across the board, ladies and gentlemen. Melissa says, I have a friend that does that. Well, Melissa, you need to check her. You need to tell her that is bad behavior. Terrible. She needs to stop. She's using people. That is evil. That is wrong. Tanya says, whoever engages in this silly, goofy nonsense is a female bum bag lady. Heck yeah. I agree with you. Absolutely. So listen, we got to remain consistent. If we're going to if we're going to shame men for doing the things that we do as men, to deceive women, you have to shame women for practicing the same behavior. I mean, it's all bad across the board. Okay. I don't condone men doing this. I don't condone women doing this. I think it's equally all bad. Absolutely. Now, I got a few TikTok videos because you guys got to see for yourself that there are actually women who are exploiting men, finessing men out of meals, and they're getting on. They have the audacity to get on TikTok, social media, and broadcast it, and basically gloat about it. So Check this out. Don't you start. Hold up, my mics. All right, there it is. All right, let's pull these videos up here, guys, because this is insane to the membrane. Hold up, share screen. There we go. TikTok. All right, so this is a girl who finesses. Hold up. Oops. This girl. Oh, I thought I had the title here. All right, the girl who just finesses guys on Tinder for free food is someone I can personally look up to. Oh wow, really? See what I'm saying? Is an echo chamber. There's a lot of women. I'm not saying all women, but there's a large bevy of women that support this disturbing behavior. So look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you don't even know. Look at her. She looks like a nice, normal, everyday girl. Like you just can't tell. Look at this. Look at all of these meals. Now that's female privilege, guys. That is female privilege. I don't care what anyone says. There are benefits. There are double standards that benefit both men and women. All right. And unfortunately, this happened to be one of the benefits where women can finesse men out of money and resources and time and pretty much leverage the possibility of that man getting something in return. They can leverage it, and typically women they'll leverage their sex, their time, their body, basically, to to get what they want, to extract any resources. And I think that's terrible. I got another video here. Check this one. This one's even more egregious. Check this out. Hold up. Get out of here. Foodie calls. Like, who would think we'd be in an era where women are like finessing guys out of cheap dates? Like, golly, what happened to the mantra, I'm single, independent, I don't need no man? If that's true, why are you then exploiting these guys for money? Why? Like, that doesn't, I don't know, doesn't coincide. Hold up. Here we go. Check this out. I'll turn the music down. I'm gonna turn the music down, guys. So this lady says the things I finesse from men daily. And we just listen, guys. Listen, we got some raw numbers. The data show that women, 33% of women who admitted to this. Now, in my opinion, I think that accounts for a small percentage, because I think there's a lot of women who engaged in this behavior and they're just not honest about it. So I would say it's probably, somewhere teetering around 40 to 50%. Food bill, tables at the club, holiday money, nails, tolls, their yacht, rent money, flights. Oh my God. And you know what? Let me just say this too also. Guys, if you happen to be on the receiving end of this sort of egregious behavior and you finding yourself being finessed by a woman, it is solely your fault. I'm speaking to the men, okay? Guys, listen. You have to, when you meet up with a woman, okay, you have to the first date should always be at very low cost, low investment cost. You don't need to be taking her to an extravagant, 5-star restaurant. You take her to get some coffee or on a walk, something where if she flakes or she decides to pull one of these deceptive ploys, you don't have, it's not much that you've risked. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lose much. Always first date should be at very low cost. All right. Always at low cost, low investment cost. Because guys, you got to remember, we have to make the first move as men, and we have to initiate the sunken costs. We have to we have to incur more of a risk, which is the sunken cost, meaning that we have to pick her on, we have to make her feel special, take her out on dates, all these things, all on the tantalizing possibility that you may get some. So I'm just telling you the truth. Listen, man, you got to be more intelligent, a little bit more calculated, and certainly vet the woman you're talking to. Okay, you can't just jump into everything and think all women are the same. I mean, on some level, some level the software is the same, but um, be careful, be mindful of women like this because they will finesse you out of your drawers. All right, hold up, got a few more things here to show you. Hold up, somebody said something here. Melinda said, "The dating world is weird today. I feel so bad for young good men and good ladies today." Yeah, well, it's a dog eat dog world out there, Melinda. It certainly is. Especially in this whole post sexual liberation movement and feminist movement, feminist ideology that a lot of women have adopted today, where they feel like they don't. Well, they're independent. They can make their own money, and therefore the men that they are attracted to, not the men are not those type of men who are in those sort of income brackets are not necessarily finding those women appealing, unfortunately, because men universally we look for certain type of traits. Men and women, we seek different. We are attracted to different traits in each other. Okay, men are typically attracted to submission, cooperation, feminism. Feminine, friendliness. Of course, beauty, fertility. We've covered these things, guys, before. And women are typically attracted to security, confidence, competence. A man's ability to provide, all that good stuff. So those are total asymmetric traits. Okay, we look for different things in each other. So the dating market is and another factor that adds on top of that is that women today. A lot of women can be aloof, absolutely aloof to what men what we have to do to actually attain a woman. I mean, I don't think a lot of women even are aware as to what it takes for a man to even get a woman today. I mean, because today a lot of women's expectations and standards have risen so exponentially high that they don't even realize that they're pricing themselves out of the dating market for a lot of guys. A lot of guys that would possibly make a potential good candidate, because they're looking down on those guys, particularly like the blue collar workers, guys that don't really make a substantial income a year. But you know my thing is, feminism has completely killed chivalry. It has completely, it's on its way to killing marriage. But these institutions withstood the test of time because they actually made sense. I mean, marriage was an institution that really benefited women. Yeah, you're right on that. We're running we're running in short supply of your type on that, unfortunately, on the dating market. But back to what I was saying, yeah, marriage worked and it benefited women substantially. I mean, you get security, family, and and you're well taken care of. So, but now feminism shames those type of women who wants to be exactly what men desire, which is, like I said, submissive, cooperative, all that good stuff. So let me play this next video here. It is hot in here. All right, let's see what this is. Is that it? Wait. Yeah. She said they'll be alone with a lot of cats. Yep, or a dog. Or a dog. Ladies, you got to start waking your sisters up, because the sisterhood is pretty much reinforcing these bad ideas to women. Oh, girl, I finessed his dude out of $100 date. And then, they'll have friends they won't necessarily shame them for it. They'll just, oh my gosh, girl, you go, girl. No, that's bad. That's wrong. That's usury. That's stealing. You shouldn't do that. That's immorally that's immorally bad, morally corrupt. You shouldn't do that. All right. Let's see this.
1/3 of women in a new survey admitted to going out on a date just for a free meal. They were hungry, and it's called a foodie call. That's when a person books a date with someone who they aren't interested in just to eat for free. Researchers say that although their study focused on straight women, men
Like the
are
video,
likely
guys. Like
no
the video.
stranger to this
Also, hold up.
concept. So DBL Nation, our foodie.
Sheesh. Hold up. Like the video, guys. Like the video. If you are new to the channel, please go to my YouTube. It is called The Real Unwoke. Again, it's called The Real Unwoke, not the fake Unwoke. Go subscribe, hit the notification bell, click the like button. If you don't like my content, click the dislike button. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Just, let's get that engagement going. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold up.
He calls okay. Let's get right to their comments, Al.
All right, Sam. And Jeanette from Facebook says, if I don't like you, I'm not dating you, period. I can get free food from a food pantry. Yes, but that's a lot less romantic. I'll just say this, anybody that's dating knows that you traditionally go on date for the first time. So if you want to avoid this, do a fun date. Go to an arcade.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
Just get ice cream.
But hold up, wait a second. I don't know if you guys ever been to Dave and Buster's. I mean, Dave and Buster's is pretty expensive. But like I was saying earlier, it's good to invest at a low cost, man. If you are going to go on a first date, do not take her anywhere that's opulent or extravagant. That's so far beyond your means, okay? Because if she flakes on you, you will incur the risk, okay? You ultimately will incur the risk.
Protect those pockets.
And women. It happens to women too.
Sam.
Sharon. It does. It happens to women too. Remember that story that we did about that one guy?
That one guy.
Okay.
Why do you think we did a story on him? Because there's one guy.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
Well, Sharon from Facebook says, no, if a man asks you out, it's because he's interested in you as more than a friend. However, if you say up front you are not physically attracted to him and would just like to remain friends, then go. Sharon, I like that you put all your cards on the table. I think that's what people should do. I've done this twice, and I can remember both times exactly the man and the restaurant, because they said to me this key phrase: why don't we just go out to dinner? There's no strings attached. It'll be a good time. Well, hey, I like a good time.
Well, wait, no. I mean, come on. Listen, men, and listen, guys, I don't mean to throw y'all under the rug, but I got to be honest. Listen, man, we will say anything, any sweet nothings to get to get a woman to, come on by. But let me tell you this. It is then incumbent upon that woman, if you are not interested in that dude, you tell him, and you have to be honest. I am not interested, and no, I will not accept anything. There used to be this old phrase. That I still vividly remember my uncle telling me and telling a lot of my cousins, female cousins, don't accept nothing from a man, okay? Don't accept nothing from a man without him expecting something in return, ladies. Don't accept nothing from a man without him expecting something in return. So that includes a date. Do not accept a date expecting that man to really want to be your friend when he's exhausting his resources and his time on you. No, he wants something in return. All right. A man is not going to incur sunken cost at the expense of not getting anything back. He wants his return of investment. All right.
I like dinner. I like company, but I have paid it back because I absolutely have brought people out to dinner with me with no expectations of them paying. So it's come full circle.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Mallory from Facebook says, yes, I'm guilty of this, but I see dates more as interviews or auditions. Bring your A game, which would include a nice meal and good conversation. Shrek just might end up becoming your prince if he plays his cards right.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, there you go. That was a nice.
And if he pays for dinner.
If he pays, yeah. Listen, I don't know. I think I grew up when I was dating that the men pay anyway, and some dates work and some dates don't. So you just have to work it out yourself, I think.
Listen, that's fine. And I'm not saying that a man shouldn't pay, but what I'm simply saying is that man should pay at a very low cost, right? And that woman who accepts said date should only accept that date if she is truly interested in that guy. And honestly, if we're going to be brutally honest, that woman should also accept the date, knowing full well there may be a potential of, some some fun, some bedtime fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there, ladies. I don't think we all should be naive. We're all adults here. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Hold up. Now this is crazy because this lady said she did like 100 dates. She went on 100 foodie dates, and the whole audience, the entire audience on this show, basically like cheered her on. Yeah, girl. Remember what I told you about the sisterhood Uberalysis? They will reinforce this bad practice. They won't shame women for this. Society at large will not shame women for this, but let a man do the exact same behavior and he will be shamed, ridiculed, excoriated. I understand, Melinda. Tell your grandson. I don't know how old he is, but if he's above the age of 18 or 17, send him my channel. I can give him some advice. Talk about these things. Give him some clarity. All right, hold up. Is dating? Here we go. No, that's not it. There it is. Here it is. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Conversation with our team the other day was this thing called what guys? It's called, was it Foodie call? So who knows what a foodie call is? Hello, foodie call. Not booty call, sir. Right. Foodie call.
Foodie call. or permanent side chick.
Oh, huh?
A permanent side dude or side chick, depending on how it's phrased.
What is a foodie call?
A foodie call is when someone who doesn't have a main man goes out with many different people just so they can get good meals.
Have y'all ever heard that? Wait, okay, thank you, sir. Ma'am,
she said, "Nobody take me to a local rib house. You better not be asking."
I've done it. Yeah. I've been on probably 100 dates this
year. Hold on, let me press. Hold up.
What are you doing that you got 100?
So Deborah says, I'm sorry, I do not agree about that. Why can a man take a woman out and not expect to get some booty? So listen, yeah. A man can take a woman out on a first date, maybe a second date, and then maybe a third date, pushing it. But at some point, that man is going to expect a return on his investment. Come on, we cannot be naive about this. And I think young men and young ladies should know that. That's why it would behoove people, adults in particular, to tell young ladies, do not accept a date with a man if you are not interested in the man. Just don't. I mean, some guys don't take that well. Some guys can't handle rejection well. So, I mean, you want to avoid that. And also the fact that you're using someone. I mean, that's not, I don't think that's a good method going forward. So I'm not saying that a man can't go on a couple dates without the intentions of wanting sex. But I can tell you right now, regardless if that man said or not, that's what he's thinking. I mean, I'm just speaking from a man's point of view. That's what the guy's thinking. But because, there's still some semblance of chivalry out there. Some men would just, go to the date, get to know each other and all that jazz. Some guys are still a little bit more chivalrous than others. But I'm saying it's getting to a point where a lot of women are really not genuinely interested in the guys they're going on dates with. So it's becoming common practice that men are like noticing this, and guys, if men on a large scale start noticing this type of behavior is pervasive all throughout our society, then how do you think a man is going to, how do you think a man is going to act going forward in regards to dating? I mean, they're just going to straight up ask you, hey, look, you giving it up or not? I mean, listen, feminism has pushed us to this point. I'm telling you, feminism has infected the pure hearts and minds of a lot of women that would have possibly made really, really great wives. Absolutely. John King said, dudes want the cat from the jump. He's just respectful to wait and date. Absolutely. That's why I said the man has to incur the sunken costs. We have to pay the initial investment. You know what I'm saying? All the women merely have to do is show up, right? Nothing's wrong with the home cooked meal. Hey, I'm fine with that. But you know, in the wake of the Me Too movement and all these other things, I don't think women are, rushing to invite men back to their home or so on and so forth. I don't know. I mean, that's a bygone era, I think. And funny enough, a lot of women today don't even know how to cook. So unfortunately, Melinda, that's yeah, that's that's pretty far from our time now. Unfortunately, the world is grimy. Facebook user says, yeah, well, it's more so people are grimy. A lot of people are grimy. Unfortunately, that's time I went out. I ordered. I just a soda and onion rings. Nevertheless, I had no problem telling them where to get off. Okay. She said, "You got that right." All right. Let's see. But hey, listen to this. Listen to this chick here, guys. Listen to this lady.
People.
I'm trying to find my husband.
Hold up. Listen to what she
Quarter of
said.
them have been foodie dates.
Listen to this.
I've been on probably 100 dates this year, and I'd say about like a quarter of them have been foodie dates.
First of all, what are you doing that you got 100
Right.
people?
I'm trying to find my husband.
Oh, you're trying to find a husband. I wonder why you haven't been chosen yet, like as a wife, because you're not wife material. You got to run through 100 dates. If you have to date that many times, perhaps there may be some underlying issue with you, right? Yeah. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
I'm also trying to eat. I've got like a ramen, budget and like an oyster appetite.
I've got a ramen budget, but an oyster appetite, right? So even within my own financial capacity, I cannot afford these highfalutin meals. I can't. I just can't because I have a ramen noodle budget. But I know somebody who can. And that's these naive dudes that I'm finessing out of their time, resources, and money. Right? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. She said, "This girl's looking for a bank account. That's not all. Wait, that's all not a man." Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Guys, like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. John King says, "I was just about to say, it's you. You can't do the same thing 100 times and expect different results." Exactly. But rarely will a lot of modern women will even look themselves in the mirror and have some introspection to realize that they may be the number one issue with regards to possibly finding a man. Like they may have the issue, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's just a fact, okay? But a lot of these women today are so delusional. These women are not the women of yesteryears. And when I say yesteryears, I really actually mean prior to 1960. A lot of women today are just they've been sold this Sex and the City lifestyle, and they think they can get out there and do as men do, have indiscriminate sex with a bunch of people, and they don't realize that is going to probably be a detriment to the potential man you may to potentially marriage. So Sash said it used to be called a whiskey on a wine budget. A whiskey on a wine budget, really? Really? I didn't know it was called that. Let's see what else this strumpet has to say.
Okay. So you've been on 100 dates. Some of them have been foodie calls.
Yes.
Did you tell the guy?
No, I mean, here's the thing. They ask you on a date, right? If you're on online dating sites, they're saying, "I want to go to this nice restaurant. I want to take you on this nice restaurant. Do you want to come with me?"
Translation: I possibly want to have sex with you. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I'm not saying all men are going to be honest about this, but that's what men are thinking. All right. I think it's just it's a sad state of affairs when women are just so detached from how men think that they just don't know that men have expectations as well. And it's not, men shouldn't be shamed for it. We have expectations, women have expectations. That's just the reality of it. All right.
Me. And so Why not? You know, and also you never know what it's going to turn into.
Okay.
I've had some actually turn into
But you
relationships.
go though because you.
But
could
where's
not
your
afford
husband
the
at?
restaurant.
I cannot afford the restaurants. Absolutely not.
Is your mom or dad watching? I'm kidding.
No.
Ma'am, okay, you stand up, please, because I saw you over here nodding. You've done a foodie call?
No, I would never do a foodie call. Oh,
Really?
you're a good-looking woman, and that makes you look cheap.
Oh God, she said you're a good-looking woman that makes you look cheap. She caught her out. All right, somebody broke the ranks in the sisterhood and had the nerve to tell her the truth. Finally, we need more of that. We need more morally sound women to call this madness out. Call it out. If you see your cousin, your niece, your friend practicing this, engaging in this behavior, you need to call them out for the cheap Decepticon that they are. But guys, I wanted to run this back real quick because I want y'all to see how the audience reacted when she said she went on 100 dates. Look at all, and keep in mind, look at it. The audience is filled with women. So look how they respond when she just admits openly that she's exploited over 100 men. Well, I think she said she went on 100 dates, and like a percentage of them were foodie calls. But look how the audience responds to that.
100 dates this year, and I'd say about like a quarter of them have been foodie dates.
First of all, what are you doing that you got 100 people?
I'm trying to find my husband.
Yeah, we understand that. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, she's just trying to find her husband. Oh no, you're fine, Barbara. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Men have expectations of sleeping with you even without taking you to dinner. Absolutely. Absolutely. Men are normal. That's how God made you, but you can be a gentleman and you don't want to use a girl. Yeah, well, I'm telling you right now, Miss Melinda, that's becoming gradually that's not it's gradually not going to be common because guys are starting to wake up to some of these Decepticon women that are sitting out here using men, and guys are comparing notes. We're talking to each other, and unfortunately, this is happening. I mean, it's happened to me. It certainly happened to me, a few times actually. I want to read this New York Post article, guys, and then we're just gonna wrap it up. Hold up, real quick. New York. She said a whore trying to be a housewife. John King, you said it. All right. Here we go. All right, New York Post. Beware of foodie call. Dates who are just in it for the free meal. Look at her. Yeah, girl. When Olivia Bellsinger first moved to New York after graduating college in 2014, she wanted to experience Manhattan. Sex in the City lifestyle. Yep, that was promoted by the Cosmopolitan magazine that's still in fruition today. Like many millennials working in entry-level office gigs, however, she was limited by a shoestring budget. I was in a job that barely paid my rent, Bellsinger, now 24 and living in the East Village, tells the Post. Going to nice restaurants was out of the question. I barely had enough money to go to a grocery store, to a nice grocery store. Rather than scrape by on bargain rice and beans, Bellsinger decided to seriously try a friend's humorous suggestion. Hey, meet guys on Tinder for the sole purpose of scoring free meals. Oh, light bulb goes off in her head. Soon, Bellsinger was meeting men up to twice a week for nourishment-driven dates at pricey bars and restaurants such as The Roof at Park South in Kips Bay. I've never been there, but it sounds expensive. You want to enjoy the city, but you don't. Okay, so she says, you want to enjoy the city, but you don't really want to waste 2 hours of your paycheck on eating out, she says. So it's pretty easy to kind of just say yes if someone's offering to take you out. No, how about you just say no? I'm not interested because I have morals and dignity. She recalls one evening when a 30-something European man squired her to celeb stubbed seafood spot catching in the meat packet district where dishes such as truffle sashimi, what is that, guys? Cost $29. What is sashimi? Sashimi. I don't know what that is. See what I'm saying? Belsinger admits that she had zero attraction to her date. Oh my Lord. There it is. She admits she had zero attraction to her date. She chose him merely because he seemed successful and, here we go, lonely. Two factors suggested he may be happy to pay for her company. Yep. I can only imagine what the cost was. Probably like a month of pay for my job. She says of the 5-course meal she savored that night. Oh my gosh. There you go, guys. There you go. That pretty much wraps it up right there. I mean, listen, that hit the hammer on the nail right there. Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I really wanted to come on here and bring to light. I just wanted you guys to see that, yeah, the dating market has drastically changed. You know, the dynamics, the interpersonal dynamics between men and women have completely derailed from our traditional standards. Unfortunately, the once cherished purity of a lot of our women have completely dissipated. It's gone. I'm not saying all women, of course. I'm saying a very, very probably, like I said, a large percentage of women have fall victim to this whole ideology that they can just finesse men and they're better than men. They don't need a man, so on and so forth. When men, we maintain the infrastructure, protect them, keep them safe, you know, so it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Sad. Anyways, guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for checking me out. I know this is just kind of like, you know, it's probably not top priority in everyday news, but guys, I just wanted to bring this to light. Like, comment, subscribe to the video, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. Share this video out. Every last one of you guys. I would love it if you just share it out to your friends, share it out to your family, share it to your enemies. You know what I'm saying? And definitely share it to someone you know who actually engages in this misconduct. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know how we end this. You know how we end this, right? Let's see if y'all remember how we end this. What's my departure phrase, guys? You guys know? All right. I got to say it like 500 more times for you guys to remember. But this is how it is. We are speaking truth and reality. And I promise you, we will reinstitute morality. Have a good night, guys.